Alright, so it's C2 again. I'm going to give you a little narration of what you just saw. Apparently I'm going to make this video twice because I had my mic muted, which is part of another story I was in the middle of telling, and while I was going to show you the mic, I realized it was muted, and I'm like, fuck. So, the guy you just saw, I had a broken leg, right? Zombie swarming in the supermarket, broke my leg. I had my broken leg for like an hour waiting on Storm and Spam to come all the way up, because this map is so freaking huge. I was rolling around surviving for hours, like an hour and a half hour, an hour or something with a broken leg, and eventually I guess I got a blood disease because I started coughing. So I was losing health, draining 3 health every 2 seconds or something like that for like hours. Most people will tell you that 2 to 3 hours of survival is good in this game. If you can survive that long, you're playing good. My guy survived like somewhere between 18 and 24 hours. I played like 2 days on him for like 8 or 10 hours each, something like that. We got up to Starry Snowboard, which is where everybody goes. It's good loot, and it's high PvP area, high traffic. Set up a tent on the hill, full of supplies. And I wish I had fraps this stuff. I got some of this stuff where the guys met up with me, but it was daytime in the video I saw. But the nighttime, when it got nighttime, we started throwing flares over the town, and it lit up like a crazy, awesome thing. And like, I don't even know how to describe it. But the game, the realism of the different colors of smoke grenades, you got flare grenades you can shoot with an M203 launcher that float down and lights up the whole area in different colors. And it's so realistic looking. Sometimes the smoke grenades kind of fade out, like they're duds sometimes, or maybe it depends on the weather. I don't know if it's raining or if it's cold, they don't work as good. Sometimes they work really good. And you get flares, road flares, chem lights that you can put on yourself that aren't really visible really far away, but they help you see in the dark. We were doing shit like, oh, there's also tracer rounds. We haven't found any of those, but if you had tracer rounds going off and shit like this in the dark, shit would look awesome. And Storm was on a sniper hill. He's like got some crazy gear. He's got a heat vision assault rifle. He's got a 800-meter crazy sniper rifle, right? So he's like giving us Overwatch. It got pitch black dark, midnight dark, and it started raining. And we had our gamma turned up, so all the raindrops are just like white streaks all over your screen. You can't see shit. You can't see. I couldn't even see to walk in the door. So Storm is up there with his heat vision, and he's guiding us around this town, avoiding zombies and shit in the different houses, picking up loots. And somewhere in town there's a bad guy that we can't see, I think, that we can't find. And we found I don't know, we killed a couple of guys. It was just crazy. So, when I finally died, I was going to help our friend Griff out down the coast. We worked our way back down to Cherno, Electro area. He was in Electro, we were in Cherno. He was in a firehouse. PvP going on, people coming in on him. He was pinned in. We started running along the coast as fast as we could. And because that's where he spawned at, and we had awesome weapons, people would see us and freak out, and they would hide behind bushes. And you use your mic, and you could yell at them. You could say, hey, get down on the ground, get down on the ground, and like, make sure they're clear. And I saw a guy, and he didn't have any guns, so I'm like, okay, citizen, you can move along. And he'd run off. So then we found 2 more guys, and we like did the same thing. And then they said they're cool. They said they're friendly. And I said, hey, you guys want to join up with us, or want to meet our friend in the firehouse in Electro? They're like, okay. They hadn't even really played that much. They're like inexperienced, so they just see some guy with an M16 and a grenade launcher come along and like recruit them. So there's 4 of us now going to Electro to save Griff. And we got there, and we had some troubles. I don't know. We hit the schoolhouse, and there's like a sniper line from the power plant. Somebody got hit. I threw down a smoke grenade. We took off. And as we escaped, we're like trying to like reassemble and shit, and I see a sniper on the ridge. We call this Hamburger Hill, just to the northwest or northeast of Electro, right? So you can put your cursor on some servers, let you see name tags. You can see their name tag through bushes. So if the guy runs across through the bushes, I can sight on him and I pop him through the bush and kill him. But there's still like a sniper out somewhere, I think, or another guy. There's so many people there. It's a crazy area. We worked our way up to the hill to loot his body, and that's when I got sniped. So he had an M24 on him. So then Austin was with me, and he camps next to my body, goes prone. And I just happened to spawn in Electro right where I died, the same city. So I ran back, and I got all my gear back because I just died for like 20 hours staying alive. And I got all my gear back, and I lost my disease because it's a new character, right? So as I get my gear, I crouch, I start walking off to the east. I hear Austin gets sprayed. Austin just like gets owned, and I run off. 2 guys chase me. They have an AK-47. Pop, 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 pop. I'm not hearing any gunshots. I'm not bleeding. They're shooting at somebody else, or they suck really bad. I don't know, but I know they know I'm there because I start shooting back. Pop, pop, pop. And then there's this warehouse. If you just saw Wings of Redemption's new video, He starts out right where I had this gunfight, and I get into that top of that warehouse, and I see them running along the hill, and I start shooting at them. They freak out and they start running off. Crazy shit's going down, right? So that was pretty epic. I don't remember how that ended. I think I ended up having to log off and save my guy because I was pretty much pinned down pretty bad. Then we had this other situation. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with my mic getting muted, right? So the game is so realistic. You learn all these skills, like the different gun sounds you can distinguish. You can learn to like lose line of sight on zombies and crouch and have them lose aggro on you. There's a real 24-hour day-night cycle, so you can learn the shadows and tell which way north and south is by the shadows of the way that it's the trees and stuff. Or you can use the stars at night to navigate if you know how to do that. There's zeroing in on your scopes. Certain guns that can shoot really far have like 200, 400, 600, 800 meter ranges you can like zero in. So there's a lot of things you can do based on skill. And the game is it's realistic. Like if you're running a lot, and you start to aim at somebody, you're going to be shaken because you're just nervous. You've just been running. You have to calm down. You got to stop. You got to calm yourself down. You got to take some painkillers to like calm you down. Or if you got like a disease or you're cold, if you get cold, you start shivering. You can't shoot right. So there's a lot of things you got to control with your body temperature and your hunger and your water, blood loss, disease. All these things kind of affect your situation, right? So I was in this, what they call the school. The school and the firehouse and all these different buildings all look the same to me. I don't know why anybody give them these names, but I was at what they call the school. And I think I was, oh, here's what happened. The supermarket's right across from the school. Somebody threw a green smoke grenade, which you can make all these clever little traps and trick people and shit. I see green smoke. I don't know, green good. Maybe it's smoke grenade, like it's a lure. Maybe it's bait. I don't know. There's like sandbags in front of the supermarket somebody put down with an entrenching tool. I hop over those, loop to the supermarket. Everything seems fine. I'm about to go out the back door, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's not a good idea. I'll go back out the front where it was safe. Somebody could be waiting on me. And I go around the front, and I start to go left to look, see if there's anybody behind the supermarket. And then I get shot in the back from across the school. Somebody's on the roof of the school. So I come back to the school. I'm going to climb up, because he was just on the first little ledge. I could go up even higher and like shoot down on him and like flank him that way. But he's gone by that time. But then I hear somebody. And then I guess he heard me. So he starts saying on mic, hey, you in the school, you friendly? And I have my mic muted. And I was like trying to tell him, yeah, but I didn't have it muted. He didn't hear anything. So he goes, alright, I'm coming in. He's like throwing a grenade, trying to get me out of there. And I get in this classroom. And like I finally see him, I'm like leaning up my head and I start popping him in the hallway. He starts shooting at me. I lean back in, I reload. I lean back out again, and as I do, a zombie crosses my path right in between us, and we both shoot the zombie, and the zombie gets riddled with bullets. And that was a pretty crazy thing that happened. I think I logged out there just because it was getting too hectic. And then there's some other stuff that happened I can tell you about as we go. But the Starry Sabor place, that's where everybody goes. High traffic, good loot. You can set up there different sniping spots. I don't think I got this on camera, but the next part of the series you're going to see is where we're on Starry Sabor in the daytime, and we're like scouting it out. We've made up. I think I missed the part where it got nighttime, and Storm was there sniping and giving us Overwatch. She's like really protected because he has like thermal vision, LWS assault rifle, and he has a long range M107, I think, sniper rifle. So what happened was we got pitch black darkness. You couldn't see shit. Everybody has their gamma turned up at night so you can see a little bit. And it starts raining on top of that, so we're losing body temperature, we're getting cold. And there's like white streaks all in our vision, and it's dark as pitch black, and you can't see nothing. So Storm has got heat vision. He can see us, and he's telling us which way to go, guiding us in the doors and the loot piles and avoiding zombies all through town. And I think there was a bad guy in town too we couldn't see, but there was some crazy shit going on. So if you get all that, and like tracer rounds at night going off, smoke grenades, M203 grenade launcher flares, road flares, chem lights. It is pretty epic at night. I love playing at night, or just right between night and day when it's dusk or dawn. That's like the best. But then pitch black is fun too. I don't know if you guys watch Wings of Redemption. I've been watching his videos, and it's pretty much kind of like typical PvP, a little bit of zombie survival kind of stuff. I mean, it seems like way more epic stuff has been happening to me. We found vehicles. Austin found a bicycle. Spam found that yellow hatchback. I found a truck last night that didn't have any wheels. Found a tractor. Spam found like 2 tractors. He crashed one of them. I went up to get his corpse, and I finally, he had like zombie spawns right on top of him, so it was really hard to get all of his loot. And as soon as I got it, I got shot. Like some guy was waiting. Just, I don't know if he just happened upon me. It seemed like it would have looted Spam first, but Spam is the worst driver. He keeps crashing all of our vehicles. He had a boat at one point. I've never even seen a boat. I saw that helicopter. It's supposed to be like, I saw that bus. We've seen so many vehicles, and vehicles are rare as shit. Maybe it's like the helicopter spawns. I think it's supposed to be like 7 helicopter spawns randomly throughout the map at any given time. Maybe there's like 7 vehicles randomly throughout the map too. Maybe that's why they're so rare. Anyway, if you haven't gotten DayZ yet, go fucking get it, because it's insane.